Right.
He got love
All day long.
from the referees.
Way more love than
man.
anybody.
Listen, when homeboy, what's the name of that? The referee who came out?
Tim Donaghy.
Donaghy came out and just blew.
The whole thing.
He blew
wide
the roof off of everything. So we know.
Yep.
We know.
He said that Dick Bavetta, which was the oldest referee at the time when he came in, his rookie season, this is one of the things he told him. He said, if Michael Jordan comes up the lane and he misses the shot, call the foul, even if you didn't see it, because he probably got fouled anyway.
Okay, so again, I just want people to know that we are under no illusions.
Right.
See, because sometimes people come in and be like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Right.
Sports and Kobe and all this. And, I just want motherfuckers to know that, we're under no illusions to be running around thinking that this shit is real.
Thank you.
Okay? We know it's not real. But we want to break down some real aspects that ain't nobody talking about. You can't hear this sports commentary anywhere.
Right.
Because we going to say some shit that nobody else wants to say. So you hear the argument. LeBron is better than Kobe. LeBron is at the level of MJ or even
better.
surpassed MJ. Really?
Nah.
Okay, so
Why is that
last
about-
week, let me just hip you. Last week, I was in the gym with my son. And see, this is the shit I be telling my son. It's entertainment, boy. This shit fake.
Yes.
Now,
Glad he knows.
you gotta, I be telling him, you gotta be a player in terms of, you gotta put the work in, you gotta train, you got to get really proficient at the skill set of this form of entertainment. You know, Dick?
Right.
Just
You
like-
gotta master this form of entertainment.
Yeah, just like actors gotta master,
Yep.
method acting, and I gotta go to New York and do some Broadway to keep
right.
my shit sharp.
Yep.
Yeah, all that shit's fine and dandy. You gotta have a skill set in order
right.
to get into this game. But please, make no mistake about it.
Right. It's some
This shit
bullshit.
is a game.
It's some bullshit.
And they manipulate the game just like they manipulate everything. Here this late motherfucker is. Come on in here, lady. Lady Locks.
Lady
Lady Locks. Hey, grab this chair for Jeff. He got to get in on this. Yeah, just switch with Jeff. Let Jeff get this middle seat. So, I'm in the gym last week with Jerry West.
Wow. The logo?
Yeah.
The logo.
Shout out to Jerry.
You know what Jerry West said? Off tops. Jerry West, 80 years old.
Yep.
Off tops, he started talking. He said, listen, man,
Sharp as a tack.
the analytics, that shit is bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Everybody want to go with the numbers. The numbers can be motherfucking moved around.
Right.
Right.
He said the numbers is bullshit. He said, do you know what when I look at a player, you know what I'm looking for? He said, I look at their heart
Thank
first.
you. Yes.
The unquantifiable.
Do you get what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
Jerry West talking. So everybody
Yes.
want to talk this number shit with LeBron.
Numbers don't lie, but they're great tools for those who do.
This is the shit that pissed me off too. In this sports game, you got a lot of white authority
Oh, God.
that ain't never played.
Ain't never
Ever.
dribbled.
Ever.
Bruce, listen,
Damn.
Bruce Pearl down at Auburn just signed just finished a $14.7 million contract.
He got re-signed?
He just signed him up again.
What? After all that bullshit?
The last contract was six years,
outta here.
14.7 million. Just got re-signed.
Oh my God.
Never played a game of basketball in his life.
Damn. Damn.
Never played a game of basketball in his life.
Damn.
You get sports commentators. Ain't never played a game of sports in their lives.
Ever.
Ever. Never dribbled, never did shit.
crack that whip on
Yep.
them slaves good. Though.
All they ever heard was that. They heard a lot of that.
Ain't never played a game, Jeff, but got commentary
Got all the shit to say.
for who is the greatest. So right now, the greatest conversation is circulating around 3 motherfuckers. And this one white dude said Kobe Bryant is jealous
Oh.
Yeah.
because he's not in the conversation of the greatest.
Oh, God.
Oh, what's old boy name? Nick Wright.
Nick Wright.
That fool's insane.
He basically said Kobe Bryant is jealous
Of
Okay.
LeBron.
of LeBron and said he said some inappropriate shit. It's easy to take something somebody says and turn it into
Right.
a sound bite and then take it out of context. Well, let's just break it down. Kev, I'm going to ask you, because you've been following. LeBron James better than Kobe Bryant?
In LeBron fantasy land, he is. Dude, you can't quantify something like that. First off, it's all gonna be perception. No matter who's looking at it, everybody's gonna have a different perception on it depending on their biases and what they like. So again, like some people look at LeBron, and if you are a Magic fan, then you're gonna see a lot of that
Magic in him.
in LeBron. You're gonna love that apart. You're gonna love that apart about him. If you was a Jordan fan, you look at Kobe and you see a gang of Jordan in Kobe, and you're gonna love Kobe like that. So, depending on what you liked about it, whereas Magic was more of the team player, the distributor, make sure everything was good. LeBron is like that.
Right.
Kobe's the rip the heart out your back type of
Right.
player.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying, that's the way Jordan was. So depending on what you like, you're gonna say either one. However.
Here we go.
However,
How inever?
having said that,
House or never.
Kobe is the most complete basketball player there is. There is not a flaw in his game.
Uh-oh.
Not one flaw in his game.
You're going to make these statisticians piss on themselves.
There is not a flaw in his game. When they talk about is Kobe better or LeBron's better than Kobe, they never quantify it. They never say, well, this is better, this is better. If you take every single thing, footwork, that's Kobe. Defense, that's Kobe. Mental part of the game, that's Kobe.
Obvious.
Preparation, that's Kobe. Heart, that's Kobe. I mean, all
I
that
start with heart.
jump shot down that's Kobe. I mean, every single aspect of the game, Kobe is better. Except then they'll say, well, what about passing? That's only because Kobe didn't focus on passing. If Kobe focused on passing, that dude could have been the best passer.
Wow. All right. So Jeff, because
Yes, sir.
Jeff is not sports.
I haven't played 10 games of organized basketball in my entire life.
That's the truth.
In order to keep our friendship intact, gentlemen at this table,
Here we
if
go.
there's ever a pickup game, do not
do not pick
me.
you.
I'm horrible. However,
I could tell just by your build.
I know, right? I know,
got
right?
one
I
of
ain't
them.
built for that.
Chicken pot pie builds.
Yeah.
One of the Marie Calendar builds. You can tell.
No, it ain't never been my shit.
Nigga's not swift at all.
This nigga not swift. That's hilarious. I don't. I think it's unfair to say that LeBron James is not better than Kobe.
Uh-oh.
That's unfair to say.
Here we go.
He's better than Kobe at something, just
Right.
not basketball.
Right.
Maybe Yahtzee, but he's not.
Super Mario Brothers.
This comes down to the desperate need to see greatness in your lifetime. And you can't just let it be great when it's great.
Right.
LeBron is he's physically the best athlete in the game of basketball right now. If you line him up and make him do layups and make him do running
Sprints and jumps, yeah.
he is the best athlete. I still say the difference between Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, and LeBron James and Kobe Bryant is one of them in there didn't grow up with no daddy.
See, that's the angle
One of
I was gonna
them
go.
didn't have somebody to go, God damn it, you better get your monkey ass up and take that trash out. I don't give a damn if it's snow on the ground.
And see, that's where I was gonna go. Michael had a daddy. Kobe had a daddy.
Okay, damn what you talking about. Furthermore, New Williams. You look at New Williams. Why is New Williams head and shoulders above everywhere he go? Because of this nigga sitting to my left. It's a bunch. You can ask any coach. Can you tell the players that didn't have a daddy?
But see, and see, this speaks to a larger problem in the recruiting process. Because when you talk to coaches, when you talk to trainers, they all tell you that them recruiters, them coaches, they all want to get with a single mama.
Yeah.
They would prefer
they can manipulate easier
because they know if they deal with a daddy or somebody that been there for any extended amount of time,
ain't having it.
that the coach, he don't need you, coach, to be a surrogate daddy to him. And a lot of times coaches are emotional. They play games. They lie.
They hustle.
They make false promises, and that's easier to sell to a woman who is pushing her son into a particular dream. Now, if you sell
a shared dream,
right now, if you try to sell that dream to a daddy, he gonna sniff the hustle in it.
Right.
Daddy got 5 words that a woman ain't gonna say. Wait just a goddamn minute.
The other aspect of the father effect is LeBron is passive aggressive.
Man, the king of that. That's what he the king of.
So now
That's what he the
all
king
that
of.
acting, all that big.
right. So now
Thank you. Oh my God.
So now we want to act like mental toughness
Don't
is
count.
not a prerequisite for great. I'm saying he ain't as mentally tough as Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, or Magic Johnson.
That's just a fact.
Now that's just a fucking fact. Everybody wants to marginalize. Well, the stats say, listen, the game is played different, so the stats are different.
Right. But
I ain't never seen a motherfucker like Russell Westbrook. You just go average a triple-double for 2 years running?
Right.
Okay, at the guard position?
Right.
Okay, cool.
Because there's no big men left in the league. You know what I'm saying? So, rebounds are easier to get nowadays. But the whole debate between Kobe and LeBron and all the rest of that, you were right about the heart aspect of it and him being passive aggressive, because he is the dude who will constantly never confront you to your face. He will literally say he'll Instagram, he'll post some bullshit, he will never say some shit to your face straight out right. And if you're a player of a caliber like Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan, and you have a certain type of mental toughness, you're gonna get me the win when I need the win the most. At the very time I need the win.
Hold on.
Damn,
I need it now.
Damn,
Like,
Jordan.
dude, I don't need 8 assists yesterday.
That's Byron Scott.
I need 1 assist that's gonna win me the game now. I need 1 dunk.
That's Byron Scott's disease. Byron Scott will get out on the floor and give you 20 if y'all don't need it.
I didn't understand that.
Leave Byron. Leave my boy.
I love Byron
That's
Scott.
our people's, man.
I love Byron Scott, but go
Byron
and look at it. When the Lakers was up and they put him on the floor, ooh, shit, he shoot the lights out. Don't let them need it. If they need it, Byron, go get us some water. Go get us, you don't want Byron nowhere near the ball.
You heard my boy Byron.
I love Byron, but tell me I'm wrong, Jeff.
Right.
You are out of your fucking mind. I'm not.
Right.
Hey, when you need it the most.
When you
no
okay,
doubt.
if we coming down and need it the most, LeBron ain't got the heart of Big Shot Rob.
LeBron will give you 10 sandwiches when you just had a Big Mac.
Yeah, you're
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
No, wait,
But
hold on.
But if you've been starving for 8 weeks,
You can forget it.
he ain't gonna give
You
you.
finna
He
die.
won't give you a fucking
Hold
down later.
on now.
You can't just talk about a professional like that, like bad. You can't bad
First
mouth
off,
the dude, man.
you got to remember this
LeBron.
about LeBron.
Right.
You got to remember this about LeBron. Because I made this point earlier. LeBron is the Super Saiyan athletic version
Right.
of Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
That's the Super Saiyan athletic version of Magic Johnson. Period. Now, you motherfuckers told us Michael Jordan was the best player ever.
Right.
Even better than Magic. Well, if he's better than Magic, how can you then turn around and say LeBron, who is a carbon copy athletic version of
Right,
Magic Johnson is better than the closest thing we've got to Michael Jordan, which is Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
How you gonna say Kobe Bryant is the closest thing we got to Michael Jordan? Make Michael Jordan #1 on everybody
by
list.
far, like he's like in the stratosphere.
Then turn around and make Kobe 9, 12, 13 on the list.
But in the same breath, say he's the closest.
And
to
then say he the closest to. Well, he's just not a better version of the original player we already seen. Well,
Are you insane?
So, okay, hold on, Camp.
Yeah, let's back that up.
Because we need to understand
Okay.
what the fuck y'all talking
How
about.
you trying to? Well, in order to make, this is the earmark of not greatness.
Of not greatness.
Of not greatness.
No.
Whenever what you're trying to make great has to call for the diminishing of what came before it.
Oh, okay.
nice.
Well, there we go.
Because that's
Nice.
by default, it's not great. Okay?
Right.
Who did you have to diminish
Who you got a shit on
to make Ali
Right.
great?
Wow.
Who did you have to diminish
Wow.
to make Roy Jones great?
Yeah.
Who do you? I'm gonna go with a dude I don't even really like. Who did you have to diminish to make Mayweather great?
Wow. Well, Mayweather's great.
Maybe, yeah.
You ain't got
All
to
them
diminish
You ain't gotta
nobody to
diminish
make him
nobody.
great.
For none of them, yeah.
Right.
You ain't got to
Dude,
diminish
yeah.
nobody to make Mayweather great.
So I'm about to hit you with the real reason
Yep.
why Kobe Bryant don't have as many MVPs. Kobe Bryant raped somebody.
Yep.
And
Or
nobody
allegedly.
allegedly,
No, he didn't.
but no, hey,
No,
but
no,
no,
he didn't.
but listen, that's the
And them-
part of
right.
the conversation that's not being had
Right.
on the ESPNs, on the Fox Sports.
Yep.
That's the part of the conversation nobody wants. Listen,
That's the elephant in the room with
We-
the so ass.
Right.
we can't sell a rapist.
Boom.
Let me tell you
Period.
something. Let me tell you something now. You can't undo it.
Thank you.
Even take somebody that was a fucking weirdo, fairy, angelic unicorn,
Yep.
Michael Jackson.
Right.
Soon as they bring up Michael Jackson's legacy today,
Fucking kids.
they talk about fucking kids. Even though he was acquitted,
Yep.
they
Yep.
talk about Jesus
That's all
juice.
you- that's all you
Even-
remember.
So,
Yep.
so again, once you get associated with that,
Right.
that's it.
That's a scar on the
He
leather.
ain't no good to the
It
league.
can't unbrand you.
if you're an NBA executive, see, when the Lakers lost the championship when they had Gary Payton and all the rest of them, and this is when he was the assault thing was going on, you can kind of understand as a business person, you can understand what was going on. So in that championship, the Lakers they averaged the most free throws out of any team in the league that whole year. They averaged like almost 30 free throws a game. When they got to the championship, their free throws went down to like 18 or 19 a game. And Detroit, who were averaging probably the lowest a game, they went up to like 28, 29 a game. So they were getting all the fouls and free throws in the game. And you were like, okay, well, why has, what the fuck is
Well,
going
how's
on?
the deal?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gary,
right.
they were sitting Gary Payton. Basically, they didn't let Gary Payton play against Chauncey Billups because Gary Payton was a great defender. So that's how Chauncey Billups got off. So you're wondering why in the hell they letting them do this. If you understand that Kobe Bryant was the face of the league at the time, he was about to take over the Michael Jordan.
Sprite,
Yeah, he was
McDonald's,
Spalding.
all that.
He had
We
all
might
of
need
it.
to change the
Right.
logo.
And so the trial wouldn't have been till after the championship. If Kobe wins the championship and then is found guilty of rape, you got a rapist as the face of your league. There is no fucking way
We gonna have
they
that
can
happen.
have a rapist as the star of the face of that league. The
I-
Lakers had to lose.
So we gotta be clear now.
Right.
See, a lot of times, and I'll say this to LeBron James, man. I appreciate all the money you give into the neighborhoods. I appreciate all the businesses and how you got
Right.
all your homies
God bless you.
employed.
How you've
God bless you.
empowered the players now.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. I appreciate
Yes.
all the cold shit you do. But
That makes
one
you
thing,
Oprah.
one thing I would implore you to not get hung up on are your accomplishments.
Your own hype.
Because let me just say, you bust your ass, you worked hard to get to this level, but you're playing inside a game where the masters of the game have a different set of rules than you abide by
And a different
Right.
agenda.
and a different agenda. So
Or a floating agenda.
yeah, so anything that you accomplish, that's great. But you are not defined by your accomplishment.
Right.
You, LeBron James, you more than your accomplishment.
Right.
Absolutely.
So sometimes, and it's hard to not get caught up in it because of all the work you done put into
Right.
you
Absolutely.
to be this
Right.
person. But I'm telling you, this whole it's entertainment, man. It's all
distraction,
contrived, bro.
It's straight distraction like a motherfucker.
You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you right now, the Cleveland Cavaliers could have beat the Golden State Warriors this year if the officials would have called the game differently.
Yep.
If you let Cleveland be as physical as Cleveland was in the 2016 championship, because y'all motherfuckers was down 2-0,
Yep.
and then went to Cleveland and they had to deal with the physicality of Cleveland.
They just let them.
They just said, okay, we're going to call this shit different.
Yep.
And you know it as a player when the officials call the game different. You had a goddamn official come out and tell you we bet on the game.
Right. Right.
This fool got a website now
Yep,
that you
that
can
teaches-
go
yep.
to that'll handicap the games for you.
Yep.
So don't ever get caught up like I did this.
Right.
No, you got assistance in doing this.
Right.
Based off of the biases that he knows of the referees, he knows that they're biases. When the FBI did the investigation on him, they found, because he won like 85% of his bets, and so they were wondering was he fixing games, and if he had fixed games, they were really gonna fuck him up.
Who is this?
Tim Donaghy,
Donaghy.
the referee that came out. So they did the investigation and found out that he didn't fix any games. So he won at a rate of 85%. And he was like, well, how the hell did you win 85% of the game? He said, because I know the referees and I know their biases on the players.
Wow.
If we're playing against Allen Iverson, if Joey Crawford's playing against Allen
don't like
Iverson.
him.
No, he liked Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson gave Joey Crawford a pair of shoes for his grandson.
Who was the one that didn't? Steve Javi?
Steve Javi.
Steve Javi.
Steve Javi didn't like him, and then Joey Crawford didn't like what's on Rasheed Wallace. And so they came out and they said they were wondering who was going to be the first to give Rasheed Wallace first 4 fouls, and they had a bet on it. Somebody was going to buy dinner. Who the first person who gave Rasheed Wallace 4 fouls?
And who was complaining about the officiating when the Lakers won the 2010 championship against Boston?
What do you mean?
Rasheed Wallace.
Steve
Okay,
Rasheed.
so all I'm saying is these players know what kind of work they done put in. They know who they are. They know who the dog is on the floor.
Man.
And they know who the biases are for. Now, if you trying to act like these games aren't fixed,
Man.
please understand this.
Who don't believe that?
Watch this. Abdul Rauf.
Oh,
Mahmoud.
Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
not
I'm a
saluting
Muslim
that.
now.
I'm not saluting that flag.
I'm not saluting the flag.
Period.
Disappeared from the NBA.
Yep.
And
He
still,
was Steve.
Yep.
He was Steph Curry before Steph Curry.
Yep. And he's still just as cold today. You seen that boy? That boy jump shot
But
is still just as money.
So whenever you're out of alignment of the brand of the national sport league
Yep.
you're in, I don't give a fuck how good you are.
You got to go.
You? If we can't sell you, you can't be the MVP.
No.
Right.
But I need everybody to understand
But the
that.
racial biases behind that, wondering why they didn't give he only has one MVP. They wouldn't even gave him that one MVP. The year that Kobe won the MVP, they wanted to give it to LeBron, and that would have been LeBron's first. But it would have invalidated the whole process if they gave LeBron an MVP before Kobe, and Kobe had a 35-point season, scored 81 points a game, and never gave this dude an MVP. But LeBron comes in, and it's like 6th year in the league and wins an MVP. It would have invalidated the whole thing. So they gave Kobe one, so they could keep the validation of the award, and then moves on.
And you remember, Hassan, when Kobe got the award, it wasn't even really about his stats.
No.
It was kind of, shit.
Yeah, we have to.
We
We have to.
He's
give
been
it
too good for too motherfucking long.
Why would they not want to give him the MVP?
Because he
raped
took
he snatched the draws.
He took
He didn't snatch the
No, he
draws,
did
man.
not. I know.
Okay.
It's late.
I'm
He
gonna put
took
that.
Cooter
I'm saying
hole.
in their
I'ma put that in
mind.
the
I'm
rant.
saying in their mind. That's
Okay.
what they see in their mind, and that's why they do that, or that's why they have that bias against them.
So again, yes, this is LeBron's time. LeBron is probably going to break every record But what we're trying to shed light on is the game behind the game.
Yes. And stop acting like you don't see it or it don't exist.
Right.
The
Or
boy
stop
Sterling,
acting like since you don't see it, it don't exist.
but the boy Sterling told you when he came out and said, what did he tell you about them players? I allow the players to play on my team, or so I give them jobs. I give them.
Come on, man.
They let you know.
Come on, man.
They're doing you a favor.
And this is and this is no disrespect to any player because I done seen it, man. They got to put that work in to maintain a certain level of skill and ability.
Absolutely.
But please understand, just like what was that movie, The Gladiator?
Russell
Crowe?
Russell Crowe. Just like in that movie. If the Caesar wanted to change the rules of the game,
They got changed up.
Yep.
they got changed up. So again, I just want people to understand, especially African American basketball, football stars, man. Yes, the media makes you a star and all of that, but don't get drowned and lost in that haze
Man.
of illusion because it ain't real. Get as many millions as you
Yep.
can.
Thank you.
Don't have no fucking loyalty to these teams
They're waiting to
Thank
pull
you.
the
because
rug
they
from
don't
under
have
you. Yep.
loyalty to
None.
you.
They wait to snatch that
Zero.
rug right from under you.
So
Zero.
you get what I'm saying? So maybe have loyalty to a team if they got loyalty to you. Let me give you an example. Kobe Bryant stayed with the Lakers
Right.
for 20
Magic.
years.
20 years, right?
Magic stayed with his team. So again, if a team has integrity
It's fucking with you like
and they
that.
fucking with you
Tim
like
Duncan.
that, great. Tim Duncan, that kind of thing. But if they playing the game
Right.
like Boston
But
did,
Kyrie just tried to trade.
not only Kyrie, but before Kyrie,
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas loses his sister, but he stayed
And
connected
right.
and played and has
Played.
one of the greatest playoffs ever for the team. He got an injury, his hip fucked
Yeah.
up, and they all right, good, goodbye.
Salam alaikum.
Thank you, salam alaikum. We're going
Okay.
after Kyrie Irving right,
Right.
now.
Nobody's going to talk about the
Dude.
2 Isaiah Thomases? Can somebody help me out?
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, just yeah.
Are they related? No?
Nah.
Just
nah.
lay down.
No.
There's a bench back here now.
This
Okay.
Isaiah Thomas
Go to
got
sleep.
named Isaiah Thomas because his dad was a Laker fan, and then he lost a bet and had to name his son after the Detroit Pistons started.
You get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
That's why he's
His
named
daddy,
Isaiah Thomas.
his daddy ain't shit for putting his baby's fucking namesake in a bet. You out of your fucking mind?
But I'll tell you this, Isaiah Thomas, the OG from the 80s,
Yeah.
I had a conversation with him, and he said, ain't no damn way Kobe Bryant should have left with one MVP.
Thank you.
No.
Yes.
The
that's-
skill
that's
level,
True.
the dude, the nigga at that level, balling for as long as he was a baller.
It's insane.
5 titles.
Back
Okay,
to back,
cool.
back,
All right,
back
we good.
championship.
But
All right.
but he was competing against Shaq though.
What do you mean he was
Right?
competing against
No,
Shaq?
he
How
wasn't.
so?
At first, but then he got the dude
Well,
from
well,
Vancouver.
But what they'll say is that Shaq was the leader of that team, and if you go between them two, they were actually equal as far as who impressed their energy on the team.
Right.
And,
Yes.
and if you go back and actually look at when they actually won the championship, they were down by 15 points in the fourth quarter against the Portland Trail Blazers. It was Kobe who just said, fuck this, and start going off and brought them back from 15 down.
Listen, the toughest competition was in the West.
Yep.
Right.
Still is.
And them bigs was on Shaq's ass like a cheap
Man.
suit. They needed
David
Kobe
Robinson,
to
David
pepper
Robinson.
Jack off. And he did in the Western Conference Finals and the Western Conference playoffs. He did ball out as a compliment to Shaq.
Right.
Of course he did. Shaq really dogged fools who came to see him from
Right.
the East. Mutombo,
Yeah.
Rick Smits, them fools
oh
was
my
getting
God, Rick
doo-dooed
Smits.
on by
Right,
Shaq.
right.
Making up Shaq's highlight reel.
So there was no way Shaq couldn't win
Right.
the
The
MVP.
MVP.
of the finals
Thank you.
going up against them because he had already had to go through Tim Duncan, David Robinson,
Right.
Hakeem Olajuwon. You needed Kobe out there sniping.
Well, that was the plan. Phil Jackson said that was the plan. They said no one in the East had a center who could match Shaq. So when we got to the finals,
it was
it
cakewalk.
would
Go
was,
into Shaq.
Shaq was the focal point. Like in the
That's
playoffs,
easy.
Kobe would bring him through the playoffs, and then in the finals, no one could deal with Shaq. So why not feed the biggest dude, the biggest dominant dude down low and make the shit easy?
How can a dude with 4 less finals losses and 2 more finals wins be jealous of that nigga? All right, we're done with the Kobe
Hassan,
talk.
I was about to
I
say.
ain't said nothing,
I
man.
know you ain't said
I ain't
nothing.
said, I agree with everything you guys are saying. I like LeBron James, but I agree that Kobe is better than him.
I am dreading the rant.
Here we go. No, we got another one. We got another one. We got another one, man. We got another goddamn current
Oh,
event.
we current events. We ain't just basketball.
No.
Nah, nigga.
Oh, you ain't been here for a couple weeks. Something.
No,
You sleeping?
No,
All right.
So here's some shit that happened.
Busy writing a Netflix television.
Hey, why don't you lay your scrotum on the table?
I'm gonna have to. When you call it out, you ain't gonna never call me out, and I'm gonna cower behind nigga. I was walk right the fuck out in town.
All right, here we go,
Man.
ladies and gentlemen. Listening to the ZoWhat Morning Show. We're having our current event show just to keep you up with what's going on in the world. In our hometown, my hometown, Pasadena. White man harasses black family at a California hotel pool.
Oh yeah.
Asks if they showered.
Yeah, after baby showered before they got in the
You know this
Wow.
is not Jeff Brown's family because I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
on the news.
A
I'd
black-
be on the news.
smacking the
All right,
charges.
let me read this. A black family was targeted by a white man who had the nerve to ask them if they had showered prior to attempting to enjoy a day at a California hotel pool. Mom, Carla Wheeler, can be heard on a cell phone video that she posted to Facebook accusing the man of targeting her and her daughter out of all of the patrons at the pool at the Westin Hotel in Pasadena, California, with a rant about diseases.
From the people who brought you syphilis.
Right. You know, you niggas may have chocolate herpes. Anything possible.
Yeah,
I mean, all of the disease that I have can be intensified if you have them.
Oh my God.
I mean, you're
Wait a
darker
minute.
than I am, so
Wait
that
a
stands the
minute.
reason that your
If
your
you don't-
diseases
Right,
are more
you're-
potent than
more
I have
potent
like a
'cause they're
diet
darker.
disease.
Your diseases are darker.
Your diseases are darker.
Oh, you dark skin diseases.
Wow, what do you guys think about that? Like,
Dude,
this shit is happening more and more in the world. Like, I
Where
don't
was the man?
understand.
Trump.
Where was the
Trump
man?
allows this shit to happen right about now.
Where was the father?
Oh yeah.
Because that's another thing.
No, he wasn't there.
No, I don't think he was there.
No, he
According
wasn't.
according
He
to
wasn't
Wheeler,
there.
the man continually approached her and her daughter, asking personal questions. At one point, he even pretended to be someone from the health department.
Oh, hell no.
all that equals, and it makes me so mad every time I
She
see
got a
it.
lawsuit on her hand.
I can't fucking stand it when I see a man say or do something to a woman that he would not do if a man was standing there.
Oh, he know. Woo, his
hate
mouth
that
would have been
shit.
closed tight.
Yep.
I bet you if Timmy Tight Top was out there with his kids, you wouldn't have said a goddamn thing.
Sure wouldn't have.
I tell you, start. He said, "Sure would."
No.
Right.
Uh-uh.
Trapezoids was out there. Nothing would have been said.
Nigga, if I'm out there sunning my fat stomach in B cups, I bet you ain't gonna say shit. I'll get the please say something to my.
But hold on.
Man.
But they put chlorine in that water. It kills all diseases.
Anyway.
Kills anything.
Everything
As much
anyway.
as, okay,
Anything.
if you gonna catch a
Gosh.
if you gonna catch a disease, it's gonna be from kitty piss. Okay, that's generally what they put in the
But-
chlorine in.
But generally, the chlorine kills the urine
Yeah,
test.
Right.
that's
Kills
what the
everything.
point. That's
What
the
is
whole
there?
point of the chlorine in the pool.
Man, you can start suing these motherfuckers when they do shit like this. When they do shit like that, that's a civil
Get my
suit.
money.
Somebody said it was fraud because he claimed
Yeah.
to be a government official
Right.
from the health department.
And you can sue for mental anguish and all kind of shit. But especially when they call the police on you, though, you can sue for threat to bodily injury and reckless endangerment because they're putting your life in danger. So stop being so mad and fucking do what they do. Get litigious on these motherfuckers. Take them to court and sue 'em.
Exactly.
Hit them in their pocket. They'll stop doing that shit.
I mean, because that shit's just crazy. I'm just going to come up and just be like, have you bathed? I have a very pertinent question to ask you.
Have I bathed?
It pertains to your hygiene and the public pool here. I know I'm fully dressed. I don't know if I'm going to get in the pool or not, but I was thinking about it, and it's all predicated on what you say next.
Okay.
Have you washed your ass?
It's all predicated on what you say.
You mean before or after I had your wife bent over and I was trying to strike oil? Which
Because Negro diseases are quite resistant to white medicines.
Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God.
The Negro diseases are stronger than white medicines.
You got me crying right now.
I think.
This motherfucker's dead serious. You're the white man you created is dead serious.
Have you bathed? Oh my God. Dude.
I mean, I've heard of black soap. Does it work like white soap? Does it lather?
Does it really work?
Does it lather? I mean, because if there's no lather, I don't think you're clean. What the fuck?
I don't
This may
understand.
not be working.
If it's not lathering, then how do you deassify your skin? How do you get the ass off?
I mean, black skin is
Basically made of ass.
technically dirty.
Right.
I mean, it's
by
it's-
default.
It's black. I mean,
Come on.
Yeah, of course, yeah, there's no dudes around.
Is that what he said at the TED Talk?
I mean, I just think it's fucking crazy. And every week, you're hearing about some wild, racist shit. Now, my question is the shit, because people are just feeling like more liberated and like more free to just say whatever the fuck they want to say? Because I remember back in the day, there was a certain level of decorum.
Yes.
See, this is what we understood. I'm from Chattanooga. In the South, white people were a little bit more open about their racism.
Right.
Yep.
Listen here, nigger. Listen here, nigger.
Yep. Arkansas, that's my piece.
Listen.
Yep.
Tell you something.
You done crossed that border. That means if you're here after dark, nigger, anything
You're on the
like
menu.
You're on the menu, nigger. Now, you come to the West Coast, racism is subtle. It's
all hidden.
Smile.
I was just telling this young dude today. I said, listen, man, in this business, especially Hollywood could be racist than a motherfucker. But it's not racist like, you fucking nigger. It's racist like,
We're not going to hire you.
who hired him?
Right. Right.
It's the quiet. Who?
How did he get in here?
Man, I got hired in my early 20s to work with Madonna. I was the senior VP of Black Music A&R. Freddie DeMann hires me without telling anybody. Freddie DeMann at the time is the president and owner of that label.
Whoa.
He manages Madonna, Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie. He manages all of them at the time. He wants black music. So he calls his friend Steve Rifkin and says, yo, man, I need an A&R for black music. I want to bring black music to Maverick Records. And he not asking nobody. I'm at Maverick. I'm walking down the hallway. This lady has a package. She's the assistant to somebody. She goes, oh, there's the black A&R. What?
Did they just say, did they just say what I think they said?
There's the black A&R. Okay. So you mean the guy who's in control of black music?
The blog.
No. There's the black A&R. I have some packages for you. You understand?
Are you the nigger in charge of the niggers?
You understand? And let me tell you how they handle that. Oh, what? That's you? Who is that? That's you over there fucking up. No, it's this nigger over here. Okay, cool.
What did you say to that?
I didn't say nothing. Because, nigga, that's 22, 23 zone.
Right.
So
right.
There's a real conversation in me with the other twin in me.
Right.
Hey, nigga, hold on.
Calm down. Calm down.
Hold on.
Chill out. Don't do it.
Nigga,
This ain't Woodbury and Pharaoh.
this is
Come
not
on now.
Woodbury and Pharaoh. So
Okay,
you can't. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
y'all don't know about that one right there.
Right.
Yeah, they dig. They're like, this is not Woodbury and Pharaoh. Okay, cool. Thank you. Motherfuckers.
Thank you.
Let me take this shit back to my office.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, shit.
Thank you.
So again,
I think
Hollywood got a weird sense because, again, I was telling this kid today, I said, if you do something wrong in Hollywood, they not going to have a direct conversation with you.
you just
What
gonna
you
be
gonna
on the
do?
don't call list.
You going to show up to work, and the passcode to the door
Yeah, it's
going to
gonna
be
be
different.
different.
Don't
Yeah,
work.
and you don't got it.
They not finna talk to you about it. It's going to be different security. So you don't
Yep.
get to
You don't
leverage
get
your
to-
friendships.
Right.
Hey, Mr. Williams, there's another nigga there who doesn't know you.
What's going on, man? How can I help you today?
Who are you here to see? Oh, well, nigga, I'm coming to work. Let me
you're
check
not
the list.
That your name's not on.
Hollywood work different.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So again, this man,
Hollywood play musical chairs.
right, this man who harassed this family must feel, I feel like the style of racism in the South is starting to permeate across
Man.
the country because we have a president
Right.
who said it's all right.
And the media who constantly covers it. This shit, they cover that shit nonstop. That to me isn't more of an agenda.
This motherfucker said, y'all need to wash y'all ass. And I'm going to need to see an ass washing receipt.
Right.
An ass washing receipt.
Right.
The hotel should be able to print out a receipt soon as you step out of the shower. The shower prints out a receipt
Yeah.
that verifies that that black ass is clean.
Hey, another one, please.
Let me sniff you.
Right.
Come here.
Come here, boy. I swear to God.
Come here now.
Now, before you come over here, I'm gonna need you to be honest about washing your ass. Because I swear, if I get an unnecessary jigaboo whiff, I swear to God, I can't take that. Now, did you wash your ass? Before you bring it over here now. You bring that jigaboo ass over here. You burn my fucking nose hairs out.
If
And
you
you
smell,
wash your ass before I sniff you. Be honest, boy. You talking those to them, goddamn it. I know y'all darkies like to lie. And don't lie to me. Did you wash your ass?
where's your ass wash ticket? I've got to stamp it before you enter the pool. I've got to stamp your ass wash ticket.
Towel over your right arm, ass wash ticket in your left hand. Move forward, please.
Move forward. You little shitty niggers.
Y'all killing me right now.
I'm sorry.
Dartavion, nigger.
Dartavion, you're going to have to go back upstairs and take another poke at washing your ass, son. Okay? I can't let you in today's pool with yesterday's ass. I can't do it. I can't do it, Dartavion. Okay? I like you. I just got your name down.
Oh, shit.
I've been struggling with that name all. You should have seen me, Dartavion. I was talking about what? Eunice?
Eunice.
Eunice, can you pronounce that?
D'Artagnan.
I was calling you D'Artagnan. I was putting the stress on the dar.
Demetrius.
The dar.
Dimitri.
All types of names came forward.
And my wife said, that's D'Artavion. So I think.
You know the,
I was her best guess. Did we get it right?
you know the niggers.
Mrs. Jenkins, is your boy's name D'Artavion? Did D'Artavion do you have his ticket? Because this year's yesterday. This ticket's pink, D'Artavion. Today's blue. Today's ass washing tickets for the niggers are blue.
You know-
Sky blue, robin's egg blue.
And you know niggers are very creative with the name making.
Oh my God.
Dartavion, what does it mean?
What does D'Artavion mean?
That's one of them newfangled made up names for the future. You're a millennial, huh?
Yeah, you're ready for the future with that name right there.
Little musty, unwashed future nigger.
That.
Where's your wash ticket?
Y'all need to do a skit like that for real. Y'all need to
Goddamn.
seriously like make that shit
You
the wash
goddamn
ticket.
musty, unwashed future nigger, you.
Oh my God. Y'all need to put that on video.
Oh, dude.
The wash ticket.
The wash ticket, nigga.
The wash ticket
Shit.
need to be on
Oh my
video.
God,
Y'all tripping.
really?
All right, man, we got some other shit we got to cover now.
Okay.
Shit, you're listening to the ZoWhat Morning
for that
Show, man.
ride.
This is real news right here. You gonna get some real news now. It might not be real accurate,
That's your ticket.
but you go get some real news. You go get a different perspective. So you remember we covered this story about that scientist brother from the CDC that went missing.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. They found him.
Oh yeah, they found him.
He found him, all right.
Now they found him and he was dead. In the dig, he was dead. And they said there were no signs of foul play, according to the CNN.
Well, who looking
in the
for the
death
sign?
of the of a U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention epidemiologist who likely drowned.
What?
The remains of Timothy Cunningham were discovered Tuesday in the Chattahoochee River in northwest Atlanta. Police spokesman Carlos Campos said Cunningham was 35 years old, was last seen on February 12th. Found him. The preliminary cause of death is drowning. Fulton County Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Jan Gornaik told reporters. So, to me, here we go. We already know the brother came out and he was going against some shit. Right? He spoke out on some shit. Y'all know what he spoke out on, right? Do y'all remember?
Help us
How
out.
y'all forget about the brother, man?
Oh, fuck me. Help us out. What did he speak?
Was it about the common cold, right? Or was
The flu shot.
the flu shot?
And he was telling that shit causing
The flu.
illnesses.
Right.
That shit is causing deaths. Nigga. How the fuck we own the patent to Ebola?
Right.
This bitch show
And
up.
AIDS.
Ebola show up in America and disappear in a week, my nigga. And the CDC own the patent to both Ebola and its vaccine. And he come out and go, hey, y'all, this shit has a purpose, my nigga. This shit is out here. And next thing you know, he dead, drowned. No foul play. No, I guess no symptoms of depression or mental illness or sadness or bitchacity, because bitchacity will have a nigga kill himself.
Oh,
But,
hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Bitch acidness.
bitch assness. All of a sudden he gone.
But that's the whole
What happened,
agenda.
Kev?
That's the whole Agenda 21 shit. I mean, they can't.
What's Agenda 21, nigga?
They gotta wipe out a gang of you niggas before a certain amount of time.
Why you don't
The
include yourself with us? You hear this, nigga?
Right?
It's
A gang of you
y'all
niggas.
Gang of you niggas. Yeah, I ain't a part of that shit.
White power.
This nigga saying.
I done already told them niggas I ain't with them. Y'all didn't. But yeah, they got to wipe out a gang of people for a certain time, what they call the bottom feeders or the useless eaters. And if homeboy, when they send you to or they make you, or they command that you get these flu vaccinations, and in California, they just wrote a law that you had to do it.
Oh, you have to get.
Have to do it?
Wait, hold
Or
on.
you couldn't take your kid to school. You can't.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you can't take your kid to public school if you don't get vaccinated. That's in California. California, that was a new one. And they've already discovered that those vaccinations, among other shit, they cause
Autism.
The autism. And so, again, the Agenda 21 is real. And that's just that. They got the chemtrails and the aspartame and high fructose corn syrup. This is all a major plan just to wipe all of you out. So to me, that's just a part of what was going on. And he was trying to spill the beans on that part. And they said, nah, nigga, you gonna fuck up the shit.
Really?
But Agenda 21, man.
So you
Look it up.
you think it's a conspiracy around this man's death? Let's just get Kev all the way on record.
Get me all the way on record, nigga. That they killed that nigga because they covered the shit up. I'll say it. Hell yeah, nigga. Again, Ebola. Just the fact that Ebola. They don't tell you that colloidal silver kills Ebola. And this is the FDA. The FDA
How
wrote
you know that?
Because the FDA wrote a paper that said Ebola.
I was about to say, nigga, you
and
better
I
not
have,
have a
and I-
little
and I
lab
have
at
it
the
in-
house.
And I have it in my file cabinet. I have the file from the FDA that states that colloidal silver kills Ebola. I got the whole goddamn document. They not the government stocked up on a whole lot of colloidal silver. They just was it's called nano silver. So there's colloidal silver and nano silver. Nano silver is actually the one that can kill Ebola. And
Hey,
so you
Kev,
should
the
know
chat
difference.
room on our YouTube live feed is asking, who the fuck is they?
What you mean? Who the
Sound
fuck
like
is
Bobby. Who is they?
Who was they?
I can't believe a word you said until you tell me who the fuck they is, nigga.
The niggas who run you and make your money and own your land.
Here's who,
and your water.
Here's
and all that.
here's who they are. They are the people who figured out that every time somebody who has their finger on the pulse of what's going on but does not know exactly who to put it on, every time that they use that term those they people know that they can count on motherfuckers like you devaluing the point just because I don't know who it is. That's just like saying my window is broke. There's glass in my house and a brick on my floor, but because I don't know who threw it, my window ain't broke.
Well, I know
The
who
fuck
it is.
outta here with
I
that
know who it
shit.
is, but you know, if we tell them, most people are not gonna know anyway. You talking the Committee of 300, the Council on Foreign Relations, Trilateral Commission, all these cats. the 13, the family of 13, which are the top 13 families in the world who run everything. Rothschilds.
You think that shit is
DuPont.
real?
Shit is real. That shit is,
I think
that shit is real.
here's what's
Dude,
real. Here's what's real. The Tuskegee experiment is real.
That was
Bikini Beach is real.
That was
The
real.
Trail
Yes.
of Tears is real.
That was
And
real.
the same group of people want to be given the benefit
Yes.
of the doubt. And sadly, the motherfuckers on the other side want to give these people the benefit of the doubt. There is a they, whether I can put a name on them or not.
Well, you can. I just sent Zoe a video the other day. It was about the 300th anniversary of the United Grand Lodge of London. So this lodge has been around for 300 years, and if you're a Masonic lodge in the world, you have to get your rights from this lodge. So they're the
Okay.
very top lodge.
Now let's just be clear about this too, because I always talk to my Masonic brothers and remind them the lodge you fuck with
Okay.
started in England,
Yes.
but the truth
That
that the
they fucking
lodge in England has collected
Yes.
Was from
come from where y'all
Moors,
niggas come
right.
from.
It's come from the Moors. The Moors created this shit. So at the Grand Master, what they call the worshipful master of all Freemasonry in the world. So before there's a ceremony you guys can look up on YouTube. It just happened in October. And before they do it, they show all of the grand lodges around the world. This is not just all the Masonic lodges. These are just the top lodges. All the grand lodges are the #1 lodges. There are like 136 of them. There are like 7 or 8 of them in Africa. I mean, they're all over the place.
Okay.
So they are linked up. They're linked up everywhere. And so the type of organization, when you see the ceremony that they have, and all the there's something like 4,000 Masons just at this ceremony, and they have over 200 and some thousand Masons in the world.
Okay.
So when you see the type of organization and the shit that's going on, it's crazy. But the #1 head dude of it all is the Duke of Kent in England. And so they read a letter at the anniversary. He read a letter that they wrote to the Queen of England where he swore his undying loyalty to the Queen of England. The lodge.
Let me
So meaning all of the lodges in the world, all of them are committed or they're loyal to the Queen of England.
Let me ask you a question. If the knowledge started with you, your people, from your continent, and then some other people came and took it and became the curators or the, you
They're
know,
the wardens.
the wardens of it or whatever, like putting on a condom.
Right.
Absolutely. Even I mean, you're gonna get some watered down shit. You're not gonna get it all because they're
Because why would they ever tell you
not, that you was the top shit.
that you do know
Yeah, this is about
this nigga? I can tell that his people from somewhere over there,
right.
right? His
Right.
people from somewhere over there.
Right.
So that would mean
I
somewhere.
am going to narrow my circle of friends, and you are going to find yourself out of it, young man.
Rottweiler ways.
Did you just say Rottweiler ways?
Seriously, when I'm running everything.
What would be my advantage? Why,
Nothing.
why would I negate stealing all this shit in the first place?
Right.
But the whole deal that was made, you have to come back to them in your own capacity, not them teaching you. You have to come back in your own right mind, in your own right
Absolutely.
godness, and then they'll recognize that when you come back as your true self, not being told who you are, but just manifesting as who you are. that's when you'll get the shit back.
Oh,
But,
that's a great question. Soulful Philosophy said, "Are we a part of they because we as a people are co-signing the bullshit?"
bam.
Ooh.
The Matrix told you.
Okay.
Everybody's in the Matrix who's plugged up is an agent.
Right. How about
So-
that?
All these bitches got on a red dress.
Right.
The Matrix, greatest movie. It told you.
Damn.
Yeah. Laid it all out there for you.
Jesus. Jeff,
What
you know what time it is, my nigga.
is it? Is it that time?
You already
Been a
know
while. It's been a
what
while.
it is. Jeff's been out of town. He's been making a little piece of change. He's been trying to sever ties.
Oh God.
Niggas start coming up.
Oh God. Oh God. That is-
No, Jeff is doing his thug
I am
thizzle. We
burning the
proud.
candle at both ends.
we proud of him. The motherfucker popping. But
Doing
you
his
already know what he's famous for.
Yeah.
On the ZoWhat show. The intellectual, irreverent rant. I mean, I don't know what he's going to talk about. I don't know what he has planned. But we're going to get out of his way so he can rant like a motherfucker. He got on a Cosby sweater right now. In homage to Bill.
Right. 'Cause
The
he ain't-
intellectual rant.
He can't wear him where he going.
Shit. That hurt. That hurt. I don't even know if you should have
It
said
did.
that. That hurt. Okay, cool. Jeff Brown's intellectual rant
Okay.
starting now.
Oh, wow. Well, first, let me say that regardless to what I'm doing, my home, my heart is always here at the ZoWhat Morning Show and the Inappropriate Hour. But y'all finna see. I'm into some deep
Finna.
shit. You finna. All this talk about who is the greatest in any sport you name. All this talk about who got traded where is us squabbling over Massa's belongings.
Jesus.
Don't none of that belong to you. Do you understand that? Do you even look at that? Shout out to the sports fans who used the term we. We need a
Yep.
new coach. We won last
Yep.
night. Let me explain to you before I break down how necessary you are. Let me explain who you are in that equation of we. You are the part of the we that goes to jail if you get too close to the team bus. That's who you are.
You going
Your
to jail,
pathetic
nigga.
ass. If you are listening
Who
to
this
me,
nigga?
you are pathetic if you refer to any team and refer to yourself as a we. If you out here burning jerseys, if you out here. Dear Mexicans who live in LA, the Lakers are not a gang. You
Oh, shit.
all we are doing is picking our distractions. Like, I don't care about group sport. I like MMA. I
funny
like
shit
car
right now.
racing. Those are my distractions. As long as you understand that you are being grouped together to be systematically distracted,
Yep.
that is what sport, that's what entertainment is for. The people who get paid the most are the people who can distract the most people.
Ooh,
nice.
Okay.
Nice.
This
Let's get this
This
nigga
movie-
honorary wage,
This
bruh.
movie set you stupid. This movie set records. Set records for what? Because it was able to make millions of people reach into their pockets and not just give money, but go sit in the dark for 2 hours.
Mm.
I have the power to make you go sit in the dark for 2 hours at. But why are we squabbling over some shit that we have all the talent in? Have all the niggas in the NBA leave? The NBA instantly goes back to 1955. They might as well put on Chuck Taylors and do layups if the niggas leave.
Salam alaikum.
Here's what I know about the Masons, or what I miss about the Masons.
Hey, what?
Yes.
Okay.
My Uncle Richard was a Mason. My Uncle Clifford was a Mason. My Uncle Gerald was a Mason. And my grandfather were all Masons.
Yes, a boss.
Now, they were the kind of Masons that either they didn't wear nothing or they had the one little ring with the G and the compass. And here's what you knew about the Masons growing up when I was a kid. If you get in some shit, you better call Uncle Richard, because Uncle Richard's a Mason and he might be able to get your ass out. That's it. I miss those Masons. Shout out to the new Masons with the number one finger and the key ring and the chains and the hats and the jackets and the
Masons.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, the Flossy Masons.
I hate the Flossy Masons, nigga. Y'all done put Masons on the outside
seriously.
of a Smucker's jar. What happened to the cool, low-key shit?
Right.
With a gang of secret
What a gang of
ingredients.
secret ingredients. What happened to that? I miss those Masons.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Jeff, and to your point, entertain actually means to hold together.
To hold together. Okay,
That's the little-
entertain.
that's the
Right,
little
right.
definition of it.
Contain,
Yeah,
entertain.
yeah.
Right, hold in.
Oh, my God.
Here was Kobe's biggest problem. He was aloof.
Yep.
The same
Yep.
complaint that teams had about him, Kobe ain't raped nobody.
Nope.
After he put his yard in that girl's ass and baby calfed her, had her walking around like it, yeah, baby calf. That's a sexual term I made up. That's where you put it on a girl so hard when she stand up, she start walking like a baby calf. He baby calfed her. She thinking this is something. She thinking she gonna be getting little cute little emojis and shit from no. He said on the way out, bitch, send me up some towels with his aloof ass. And I need an extra one to wipe my dick off, because I'm gonna throw that one away, because you need to stop eating so much meat. That was when he did that, she was like,
Oh,
okay,
hell no.
okay,
Yeah.
I got something for your aloof ass. That's the only reason that Kobe was in any trouble to me, in my humble opinion. Now, I'm gonna say this, I'm done. Dear LeBron fans, be a LeBron fan. He is incredible to watch. Can you just let him be who he is right now and quit putting him in the time machine? Because when you put him in the time machine, when he step out, the 88 Detroit Pistons is standing there.
Shit.
Seriously.
Them
Okay.
motherfuckers.
Please let LeBron be who LeBron is. Those of you who know way too much about basketball, you know, you're almost in the same category as niggas that's incredible at dominoes. Every nigga I know that's incredible at dominoes stay with somebody else. I don't know no nigga that's incredible at dominoes that owns his own house.
I don't stay with nobody else.
Okay, I'm just saying. Then Kevin, you the only one.
I'm awesome at domino.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you what. You need to tell the thousands of people who've seen me tell that joke that laugh at it that they're wrong. Okay? All the niggas I know that's incredible at dominoes stay with somebody else. Now,
Hey, can you pick me up from the grocery
right,
store?
right. That nigga's a dominologist.
I got 12 bags of groceries.
Right.
I need a ride home.
No, he don't. No, he
All
don't.
money ain't
Because
good
most
money.
niggas who can figure out them dots can't figure out how to get 12 bags of groceries. But that's not the point. The point is this. Those of you who
That's
are
funny.
incredible basketball followers and fanatics, will you agree that today's game is softer?
Oh my God.
Then by default,
Charmin on steroids.
then by default, isn't LeBron the best at a softer game?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Oh, wow. That was a good point, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the ZoWhat Morning Show.
There it is.
We come here every week, once a week, to do the ZoWhat Morning Show, man, to cover current events and all types of wild and weird and strange topics. But let me tell you now, our opinions can be found nowhere but here.
How about it? Not in this form.
Shit, man.
Not with the hot sauce on it.
Yeah,
Not with the biscuit. Don't come with the biscuit nowhere else but here.
Right here,
Two
man.
pieces and a biscuit.
Unique perspective. That was my
Right.
homeboy Jeff Brown. If
You ain't
tune in-
gonna get brilliance with a grape soda, but nowhere but here.
That's it.
Brilliance with a great soda.
And if you tune in every Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you're going to hear the intellectual rant.
Yes, sir.
Now back to today's current events. You heard about Kim Kardashian, right?
That her
She got
ass is
that-
fake and she destroyed another black career.
Wow.
No.
No. Oh, something else. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
We weren't talking about her day job. We're talking about her side job. She has a side job of.
What, did she put a pussy on the side so she can make some extra
She
money?
has the power to free
I was about to free niggas from jail.
incarcerated Negroes.
Oh, she's in free of niggas, one nigga at a time.
Where there is a Negro who is falsely imprisoned, there's powerful artificial laughs that will be your advocate when
Nigga.
all other advocates fail.
Nigga.
Harriet Kardashian.
Nigga, there are supposedly 12 gates to the city of heaven and 7 gates to the city of hell. If hell has 7 gates, one of them fucking gates opens up right behind the Kardashians' pool.
Man.
Okay.
Why is it so bad,
Oh
Jeff?
my God. These
Fuck
oh
up
the
everybody who come around that
Kardashians.
motherfucker.
That's where a young black man's dreams go to die.
Okay.
But let me just say this. I don't blame it all on the Kardashians.
No, yeah.
I'm blaming it on
The niggas.
motherfucker. What's that real good icing they put on cake? It's that soft
That
icing.
super soft
that?
cream.
Buttercream.
It's buttercream made niggas.
Buttercream.
I'm just saying, it's a gang. It's a gang of buttercream made niggas that
Yeah.
fuck with them.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
you Betty Crocker ass nigga.
That's real.
Cause I'm just saying, like a real man would come in
Yep.
there and fuck
Seriously.
all them sisters.
Seriously.
Oh yeah, and when he no.
And fuck the mama too.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Let me
Be
tell you
like,
something.
all you motherfuckers get together and get
The
this
right-
paper together. You
Yep.
The
understand?
right
Yep.
family. Like you know that family of alpha males of right niggas, them Johnsons.
Listen, let me
You
give
fucking with
They
Marco
turn
now.
the motherfucker
Wait.
into a woman.
let me give you a little example.
They
Let me give
didn't
you an
turn a
example.
man into a woman.
Let me give you a quick example. So we take my mother's side of the family
Mama and them.
and the side of the family she married into.
Okay.
Now, peep game. It was all, see, my mother's side of the family had all the bad bitches in that neighborhood.
Oh, hold on a second. Peep game means watch this. All right, go ahead.
So, again, they had all the baddies. You underdig?
Right.
They family was 11 deep.
All the dips.
Damn.
11 deep. You understand? They have 4.
11 stars?
They had 4 or 5 sisters and like 6 brothers or something like that.
Oh, okay. But them sisters was on point.
Now, the sisters was bad as shit.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? So the rival family or the equal family, see, that was my mama's family was the Walkers.
Down the street, around the corner.
The equal family to them, down the street, around the corner, was the Williams.
Okay.
Now, my mama, her sister, and almost another sister married 3 of the Williams brothers.
This how you
Okay.
came. This how you came
This
about.
how you
This how
came
we
to be.
get in.
This how you came
You
to be.
dig?
Wow.
The Williams is athletic niggas.
Right.
These dogs. my
Jumping
nigga.
out the gym.
Just what's happening, my nigga?
Right.
Chattanooga.
Right?
The Walkers was a little bougie, but still niggas in Poe. How you
right.
Poe and bougie?
And bougie.
Okay, cool.
Bougetto.
Oh, I know how. Nigga, you one generation removed from a white grandparent. That's what happened.
That's what happened.
So there's a little light-skinnedness there.
Put your nose a little higher.
You underdig? So again, they still, both families produced a type of black man that wasn't about no bullshit.
Right.
You underdig? That wasn't about no goddamn games.
Right.
My uncle, Ben, comes to California after his mother dies at 36,
Oh, shit.
Wow.
takes his little brother who's 10, Nigga, I'm your daddy now. Let's go. I'm taking you from
got it.
daddy. I got you. He comes to California, gets his degree at UCLA in engineering. Buys a crib, finds a woman, gives the crib to his younger brother that he brought. He brought like 3 brothers with him. That's your crib now. Buys another crib for him and his wife. See, niggas don't do this nowadays. You understand?
I was about to say, this some old school shit.
This some
here.
old school shit right here. The niggas that the Kardashians are choosing from.
That's a watery nigga pool.
It's a watery, it's buttercream.
Heart made of Campbell soup.
Bitch, I'll give you some money. If you suck my dick, I'll give you all I got. I'll give you everything I got.
Oh, them old dump truck ass niggas.
Please just walk with me now.
Oh yeah.
Please.
Them niggas just think it's cute.
Can we walk together?
You got niggas that
Just
really,
walk in the club with me.
you got
I
niggas
give you $100,000 if you walk into the club with me.
niggas really think this is cute. I just met you 3 weeks ago, and now you pushing my whip. The fuck out of here!
If you don't,
He said the fuck out of here.
you know what it is?
Bitch, if you don't Uber, do you have Uber on your phone?
And that's real for you, Mr. Carman, too. He's like, you ain't
So-
touching my
Have you,
shit.
I just had this conversation with my wife just out the week because shit. I'm really the creator is really blessing me right now.
The creator.
Yes,
Hold it, the Boko Shop.
and no, not that shit.
Yes, nigga. Yes, nigga. You better take that shit. Hold it, the Boko Shop, my nigga.
No, hold it, the Boko Shop.
That was a motherfucking prayer. Now hold it, the Boko Shop. Heal
We
him,
was
touch him,
just-
Lord, guide him.
And I said this. I said, I don't give a fuck about how much money I run across. If for some reason you and I don't work out, I got to break bread. I don't have no problem. Give me my cars.
Right.
Give me my clothes, my studio,
And
and
I
then
love
whatever's
you, dude.
fair. Whatever's fair. Whatever you want, you can have. Because when I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together, you was in my fucking corner. How the hell you supposed to feel like that's the Pauletta and Denzel? If Pauletta and Denzel break up tomorrow, Denzel
Right.
got to break bread because
Yep.
she got his teeth fixed.
Yep.
You should drive him to acting class.
Fordham. Since Fordham.
How the hell? How the fuck?
How the fuck we get on
You
this
gonna
topic?
show up? Here's how. How you gonna show up in the middle of my paper and just think you can just sit your ass in it and start spinning it? Fuck, And what did you bring? Vagina? Vagina? Did you know that no woman leaves the house without one of those? They all have one. I've never met a woman didn't have a pussy. I haven't.
Well, you know, some parts are missing depending on the age. But here, let's get back to the
Kardashian.
topic.
This nigga throw that out there just all bright and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed like some blonde-haired, blue-eyed white boy from the 70s.
Hey, let's
you know,
just-
some of them have some parts missing. But
Come on.
Let's just go. Let's keep the show.
But this is what I give Kim Kardashian credit for.
what?
Fuck. She getting shit done, I guess.
Right. I don't know
That
why.
booty-
Kim
She's used for something.
So Kim Kardashian wants to prove death row inmate is innocent. The TV reality queen tweeted about the plight of San Quentin prison death row inmate Kevin Cooper, asking California Governor Edmund Jerry Brown, we just know him as Jerry Brown,
Jerry Brown.
I didn't know who the
to,
fuck Edmund was.
retest the DNA evidence in his case. Governor Brown, can you please test the DNA evidence, retest the DNA evidence of Kevin Cooper, Kardashian 37, tweeted twice on Saturday. Now, listen, bottom line is,
She got that much power.
if
do.
you got the power,
Yeah, use it.
use the
Just
power
using
for
her
good.
powers for good.
So, fuck it. Use the power for good. Now, I don't know what type of magical spell you got over the buttercream niggas. That don't matter to me.
the buttercream niggas.
That part,
Yeah, you
that part don't matter.
You pralines and cream niggas.
Right.
But if she has the power to shoot a tweet to the governor of California,
Right.
and the governor of California consider it, now
Right.
I'm inclined to think that the governor of California will consider it because the president did it. She done already got somebody
Right.
off.
There's a precedent, right?
So now she done set the precedent of I get shit done. And if she's getting shit done in the cause of overturning injustices, how can we shit on her?
How about it?
Hey, shit.
About it.
I
How
agree.
can we shit on?
About it.
Should
Shout out to Ray J.
You getting niggas free? Shit. What the fuck?
this
About
nigga
it.
said
Shout out to Ray J.
So
Right?
here's
Ray J put the
talking
dick
about
down
him.
on her and then gave her. Ray J put the dick down on her and gave her the power to get a motherfucking
Right.
pardon. How about
He
that?
wasn't the first black dude she had sex with, though. She was married to
Yeah,
a
she was
black
married to
dude
her brother.
before that.
Where's the video?
gang of it.
Oh, she
Gang
was,
of it.
married,
video?
she was married to Chris Humphries.
But
Yeah.
before
But no,
him,
before she
Okay.
when she was
Before
like
him, before
20
she
years
was
old,
even
she was married.
famous.
She was married to
Are there any
a
videos?
record
Wait, hold
exec.
on.
Yeah, she was a fan. They got video of her living with
Yeah.
the dude.
No, no,
take
no,
care
no,
of her
no,
kids,
no, no,
take
no,
care
no.
of his kids, everything.
No. Not taking care of his kids, making them. Is there a
No.
video of her making kids? Because there's a video of her fucking Ray J, and that's what made her popular.
I ain't
I don't
gonna
care
lie.
how many times she got married. She got popular because Ray J
Yeah,
was laying
the
the pipe.
booty. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That video was cold.
it was
Yeah.
Before she got the fake body.
I'm just saying.
No, she
that's
was
funny.
sexy, but you know what? She has sexy girl's disease. They believe all they got to do is bring the pussy. They ain't got to
Right.
unwrap it. They ain't got to. This is
They ain't gotta fuck you back.
Right.
That's
right. No shit.
Yeah. That's like UPS showing up to the cookout with a delivery of coleslaw. Here you go. Boom, I gotta go. Okay. Dear pretty girl. Oh, you
That's a whole
brought-
shaboka.
That's a whole vocal shot moment right there.
That's 8,000 of those.
I done
bro.
ran across quite
Oh,
that you just
shit.
gonna come in your pants. No. This is where monkey face girls get in the game.
Monkey face.
Monkey face game.
Okay, monkey face
I know what
girls
that
get in the
means.
game right here. You know what monkey face girls
This nigga
make
said monkey.
that most pretty face girls don't?
God damn it, Jeff.
Peace. Monkey face girl make peace. While you making war, monkey face girl making sandwiches.
See, a lot of these pretty girls
Okay.
think that pussy is a piece of furniture.
Man.
Right? Woo! 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 Say it again.
This ain't no motherfucking vase. You
Right.
just sit on the
Right,
motherfucking
Right.
pussy, just still like
Motherfucking art piece and shit.
Right.
trophy pussy. You better
Gonna
move
show
this
up with
pussy.
it. You better do something with it. You think you gonna show up here and lay down? This ain't no examination.
Ain't got no moving
Not
parts.
your gynecologist.
Now I'm gonna fuck you up even worse. Kim Kardashian entertains the idea of running for office.
God.
She says never
Oh,
say
no.
never.
God.
We talking about Kim Kardashian
Oh,
for
shit.
president, my nigga.
Oh, shit.
And let me
God.
just say this. We started this out. The through line of this whole show is about distraction.
Yep.
But let me tell you, if Donald Trump
Yeah.
can become president,
Kim Kardashian do it in a
that
minute.
shit was improbable.
Yep.
Nobody believed that shit was gonna happen. First off, let's just let this shit sit on your dome. One of the most hated politicians in the world, Hillary Clinton,
Okay.
got 65 million votes to be president. She outscored Donald Trump by 3 million votes. People go, oh shit, look at nigga. Who would have thought that 62 million motherfuckers would have voted for Trump? Do you get what I'm
Dude,
saying?
but you know, that's
hey,
the game.
don't be surprised
That's the part of the game, though.
if the Women's Justice League get together. Kim Kardashian, Oprah Winfrey, Michelle Obama.
Not gonna happen.
Hey,
Not
don't
gonna happen.
And here's why.
she's
trying
not.
to tell you.
She's
And
not.
here's why.
She's not descended from the king
Thank
of
you.
England.
That's one.
how you know?
Two. Well, there's that. Here's why it's
And
not
then
going
there's
to happen.
that.
Here's why it's not going to happen. It is because, mark my words, maybe there'll be one more. We won't have two more presidents.
Yeah, America's getting ready to smash down.
America
yeah, it's going.
has outlived
Yeah.
its usefulness
America's
as
about
a
to be out.
construct.
Yep.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Let me
about to be
just
out.
hold on. Let me just
Bye-bye.
let me just help you niggas understand something about
Okay,
America.
help me out.
If that's the case,
Yeah.
that's how America get down. We gone, all of us is gone.
Yeah.
That's how America. Ain't no motherfucker just floating off into the distance quietly
No.
into the
I don't know what
sunset
you're
of your
talking
brain.
about.
This is America. Hold on.
It's a song too.
There was an article just came out. I'm gonna find it and read it to you guys. Article just came out. Just basically said, the Pentagon cannot account for a missing $21 trillion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
The Pentagon.
they've lost. Yeah, they supposedly lost it. Yeah.
Where is 20? Wait, first off, understand a
Trillion.
billion, a fucking billion
Billion.
is 1,000 millions. A trillion
is
is
1,000
1,000
billion.
billion.
And you lost 21 of them.
Okay, we lost 21 trillion in the Defense Development Department. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Nigga, I lost my glasses this morning. That
America
we looking
said-
for.
Let me
shit
tell you
is at
something.
DARPA.
Let me tell you something about America. If that little bullshit pussy ass dollar don't stay what it is, I don't give a fuck if it's worth a nickel. I don't give a fuck if it's worth 1 penny, nigga. If it don't stay where it is, you gonna see what you think is an alien craft shitting on your city government. You gonna see some shit. Cause America don't, you're a Marine.
Yeah.
America don't play that.
No, this
Nigga,
is
I don't
not
give a fuck if
about,
that dollar ain't worth shit, motherfucker.
bruh.
Come here and shit all on your
This
front
is
lawn, nigga.
not-
Alien juice. You never
The
know.
bigger plan,
I
the
don't-
one
I
world,
think-
the one world game.
Come
dude.
on, bro.
I
But
see
dude,
that.
Look what's happening right now. Trump is
E
bringing
pluribus
Kim
unum.
Jong Un
But
into
that's
the
not-
one world joint.
But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is America has to stay top dog in whatever construct is coming. It ain't no
I don't think
we
it's
are
gonna,
friends
no,
and
it's
it's
not gonna
equal
be. It's
power.
not gonna be like
It ain't
that.
gonna be
It's
like
not
that.
gonna be like that. It's England. England is the main motherfucker in the first place.
Come on, bro.
England is
Come
to
on.
control every
You
fucking
think?
thing. Yeah,
Yes.
Rothschild. First of all,
Yes.
Rothschilds bought England when the stock market crashed and they floated the market back
We'll
a long
see.
ass time ago. So they've been running England forever. They actually set the gold price. The
I'ma
Rothschilds
say-
set the gold
let
price
me
in
say
the world.
this. I know the Rothschilds
So-
is them niggas, but I'ma say this. Whoever got the relationship with the aliens
Yes.
are the niggas.
Bruh.
Now,
You know,
hey,
right. And who you think
I know
that
niggas
is?
don't
You
wanna
think,
have
you
this
think that you
conversation.
think that's America first?
I am
over
that-
Britain?
Woo!
Yep.
I
Nah.
believe.
Nah.
I believe if we gonna get on the alien shit,
uh-oh.
that
Where
the
your weed
Earth,
at? You got your ball?
that the Earth. No, I smoke so heavy that I'm just my residual is cool. The Earth has been for a couple of centuries now being terraformed for whatever these beings are, whatever makes these beings comfortable. The fact that this place is hotter, the fact that we now have more plastic. These motherfuckers must like plastic. Okay?
Here come the high shit with Jeff.
But with
Hey!
there is no there. I don't know why this isn't obvious to even the most casual observer that Trump was put in
Yeah.
position to destroy
For America.
the idea of a president.
Yeah. So
That
you
is
can
the
come in-
first
right.
part of dismantling
Yep.
this thing we call
Destroy the
America.
office of the
because
presidency.
America was the benchmark of the Industrial Revolution. We are not in the Industrial Revolution. In the words of D.L. Hughley, it's a pot. It's some shit in the
Yeah, it's
soup.
gumbo.
Nixon, tell you what, we're going to take everybody off the gold standard and
Yep.
sell all our gold. And now you know we're going to replace it with debt.
Well, you have to know. You have to know off tops. This shit has been moving gradually
Yes.
Yes.
to
While.
a plan.
Yes.
To
Long
an
time.
overall plan.
So then we have to disagree. We have to agree or disagree on America's place in that plan. And
No,
I say
hold
that
on.
America as a construct does not have a place in
Wait,
that plan.
wait. Hold up. Go back, Kev. Tell them about the significance of this landmass and what America represents. The center of the world in a
yeah.
lot of ways.
It is. I
Okay.
mean, it's Atlantis, really.
Yeah.
So,
How about
This
that?
is why I believe in the new construct, it's going
Right.
to have a central spot. There's no way it could amass all
No
the
doubt.
wealth.
Of course.
It's-
No
it's-
doubt. Well,
I'm
first
trying
of all,
to tell you.
in
I don't
way-
think we're
in no
arguing
way
that.
with the biggest army and the most damn money, where your money outnumbers everybody else's army by billions. Like, dude, it's like our shit, the military budget outnumbers everybody else's combined by like double.
So wait, so basically you saying America is P. Diddy and the closest country to us is Rob Bass?
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Thank you. That's what it
I'm
would
gonna
be like.
slap the Kool-Aid out your mouth.
That's what it would be like.
What the fuck?
So you're right. America is not going to just disappear. However, they're going to be positioned in a level where it's on a level with everybody else. That's why Trump is destroying America's relationships with everybody else. He's destroying the position of, America is the leader around the world. So now everybody's like, well, you know what? But why was America the fucking leader of everything around the world? So you got Macron, the president, French president coming in, like, you know what? Well, we can do some of this shit.
Disbanding our allies.
Told America at the G7. Well, you know what? If you want Trump in here, we'll just kick both of you motherfuckers out. We'll be the G6. So again, it's destroying.
But they can't really do that.
But they can
without the subsidies that come from America. And let me tell you something about subsidies. It ain't always money.
No.
But you know what? Keep talking that shit. We're going to take out all our resources that keeps the hunger at bay. Keep fucking around. We're going to let you know what hunger feel like.
Okay. Then we're going to do that anyway.
Right.
I'm just saying.
We're about to do that anyway.
But they leveraging all of that's why I say they're going to always have a position of control.
Oh, well, let's not kid ourselves. The same people that you are talking about who have control have that control regardless to what you call this landmass. What I am saying is that in the next 5 years, we will not be counting green dollars, and we will not be calling this the United States
America's
of America.
not gonna look like
and
this.
we are not going to have
What we
two
gonna
more
call it, Jeff?
presidents. I don't know what the fuck we gonna call it, but
Trump land.
whatever.
Ain't gonna be Trump.
No, it ain't gonna be
nigga,
Trump.
no.
Trump's a
Hell,
pawn.
man. I know,
Trump's a
I'm
pawn.
just playing.
That motherfucker gonna wind up either they made a clone of him already to kill, or
somebody.
Trump on his way out. Trump is the fool.
Yep.
He's just
He don't
the
know. He
monkey.
just don't know it.
He's the same.
Yep.
What Trump is now is what the monkey was that we sent up into space. Trump is just
they can't
this
leave him. He's
monkey.
he's the blob that gets out of control. The more and more he eats, and more he gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
But
they needed him to consume a lot of stuff, but then they can't let him consume everything.
But
They
let
gotta
me
take him
say
out.
this. I don't think he is a blob that they can't control.
Me either.
Everything that's done is orchestrated.
Amen.
It ain't
No
no
doubt.
just doo-doo-doo.
Right.
It ain't a
This shit ain't happenstance.
Let's throw this
No.
variable out there.
hell no.
No.
Right.
No, it doesn't work that way.
No, of course not.
But what I'm saying is that Trump's position in this is a glorified Lee Harvey Oswald.
But
Trump is a
you're right.
glorified Lee Harvey Oswald.
You're right.
That motherfucker is being played like a Stradivarius. And that's what cracks me up about people who get all mad at him.
Maybe he's
I
not getting
can't-
played.
He got to go. And he ain't going nowhere. This dude is being... Trump is never the smart... Think about this. I have a rule that I desperately try to follow, and it started with this horrible motherfucker here.
Wow.
Always be around.
Okay.
Try your damnness
All right.
to be the dumbest motherfucker in the room. I'm always trying to be around cats that know more than me in some area.
But you're not
Whenever-
always trying to talk less than those niggas.
No, not at all. Oh my God, that's brilliant. Anyway,
That was hilarious.
there is no
My
room.
job is to out-talk all of them.
All of you. There is no room in the White House that Donald Trump walks in that he's the smartest motherfucker in that
Absolutely
room.
not.
He is constantly
But that's
surrounded by people who are miles ahead of his intelligence.
That's the worst thing, though. He's
Yes.
the dumbest motherfucker with the biggest
With
balls.
the biggest.
That's the worst thing ever
Why
to
do
be.
you give the monkey the gun?
Right.
Why do you
look.
give the monkey the gun?
Let me just ask you this. Yes or no? Kim Kardashian has a shot of being the president.
No.
Yes or no?
No.
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 Not at all.
Okay.
No. Because if she does, she'll be the last one.
I'm just saying. Listen, all I'm saying is
Does she
nobody thought.
Does she have a chance at power? Sure.
No,
I mean, can they come in and corrupt her and make her
I
one of the pawns to be? They
I
can
didn't
do
ask
that.
that.
Already.
I just said, does that woman have the power and really the potential
Uh-huh.
to be chosen. Because
Only if her bloodline goes back to the queen,
No
the king
more-
of England.
No more than she has the potential to win Star Search.
shit.
Because Star Search is no longer.
Right.
The
exist.
presidency
We know that already.
is
don't
no
exist.
longer.
Yeah.
The
that shit
presidency
is gone. That
is
shit
gone.
leaving, man.
This motherfucker destroyed the seat. Okay,
He is
have you ever
killing
seen
it
that
right now.
video?
Yep.
Have you ever seen that video in the jungle where the monkey accidentally gets the machine gun and
just start-
motherfuckers start jumping
yep,
around?
and they start going off. Yep.
Why? Because the monkey is indiscriminately firing. Now, why would you give the monkey a gun unless you wanted him to tear this
Just
motherfucker
to
up?
fuck up everything.
That's why Trump is there.
This shit's crazy, ladies and gentlemen.
Noam Chomsky said the same thing a couple weeks ago.
What did he say?
What do you say?
That Trump was put there as a distraction to destroy the presidency.
Yes.
Okay.
Noam Chomsky just said this.
I'm not saying what Kim Kardashian. I'm not
So-
saying what she won't. Kim Kardashian may be on the Grand Council of whatever the fuck you call this after we call it America. But Kim Kardashian,
Council
call
of
it.
Golden
Kim
Wings.
Kardashian
The what?
is not
Golden wings.
going to be the next president because it is my prediction that no one will be the next president of the United
Hey,
States.
you better stop it, yo. What you say,
Hey.
golden wings?
So now we transition to the trending story.
Oh, bullshit.
The immigrant kids that's getting separated at the border.
More distraction.
Ain't that a bitch?
See, I think a lot of times America fucks itself in the ass by trying to be, it's almost like a vampire that's a good person.
Oh yeah, like the thug. that-
You know you suck blood.
Right. Like the thug that make you eat vegetables.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Give me your lunch money. Are you taking your vitamins? Motherfucker.
Your ass up.
America's contradictions is what puts them in a fucking cluster
Trick bag, yeah.
Let's care about these immigrants, but not about Chicago.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Let the Chicago
Right.
kids
That's
dying
the
all
shit
damn day.
that gets you fucked up
Yeah.
with America. So now everybody's supposed to have, a chance, and America is that shining light on the hill, that
Right.
the beacon of hope and justice, and there's opportunities.
Do
and
you know why that beacon exists?
this shit's better than where you live.
This shit, the only reason the immigrant
Kids in jail
beacon-
right now.
The only reason the immigrant beacon was ever lit up was to keep niggas from getting any power.
Man.
That's where the concept of immigrants comes in.
I
We
know,
done
Jeff,
let
it's-
all these niggas free.
Just step on my thunder.
We need somebody. We need some Irish.
Just don't allow me to set it up any further.
sorry.
Just go ahead and jump in. Just continue about the
Been a while.
Irish. Just
Been a
go ahead.
while.
I know. Yeah, you're a little
been a while.
rusty.
Been a little busy. I'm a little rusty.
That's
Forgive
fine.
me. I'll
Okay,
shut
keep-
the fuck up now.
Keep flossing your business. Okay. I know you're busy. Yeah. How many times you gonna say Netflix? But yeah, just go ahead, Jeff. Just take us on a journey.
Say it one more
with the-
time for us,
with
dog.
the Irish.
I'm not gonna say
I'm working
I'm
on
not.
Netflix.
I will not.
I will not. I will not.
I'm right now working on count them 3 projects. I won't tell you who it's with.
Please do.
But it rhymes with jet tricks.
Jet tricks. But again, trying to look like the good guy when there are some serious hustles going
Yeah,
on.
buddy. Hustles.
See, America teaches everybody how to hustle. See, that's what niggas don't understand. You trying to be on this Boy Scout Superman.
Bullshit.
Nah, my nigga. Nah. You're
my
not
nigga.
Superman. You're not a good guy. So by not being a good guy, you teach motherfuckers how to fuck with you. So the immigrants hustled it this way. Immigrants went this way, but they said, wait a minute.
Right.
You got a better chance of being let go when you try to get into the country if you bring your kids.
Yeah.
You bring your kids and be like, oh shit, we can't arrest this motherfucker. He got
He got
kids.
kids.
All right,
Bullshit.
take your ass back from where you came from. But now you got Lord Distraction, Agent Orange, who is
Lord
in a lot of
Distraction.
ways just his dysfunctional personality
Yep.
makes him a tyrant.
Yep.
Because you heard what he said after he met with Un. He was like, his people stand to attention when he.
Right.
I wish my people did that. So he has like this despotic kind of.
Well, we do astrology. So if you add up his signs, if you add the 10 planets up and the 12 houses, out of 22, he has 15 aggressive signs. Out of 22.
But that's what I'm saying. He has this despotic kind of,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
So in his mind, oh, you taking advantage of America?
Mm-hmm.
You're hustling the hustler. Well, guess what? We're going to separate you motherfuckers at the border. Smoke a can of that, niggas.
I think it goes a little deeper.
Yeah,
than that.
exactly.
I
But
think
I'm saying not for him.
oh, it doesn't
You
have
guys
to
are
for him.
making him deeper than he really is.
No, we're not.
They're letting him be what he is.
But he's a hustler as far as like he's using that to get that wall bullshit as well. He's trying.
Exactly.
He's using the suffering of the kids because
Yeah.
he knows that the Democrats are supposed to be soft asses. So he's gonna like, all right, y'all bleeding hearts for these damn kids, for these immigrant kids. Then give me what the fuck I want legislatively.
Right.
If, in order for me to be making Trump deeper than he is, I would have to have this mindset
Let's hear it.
that the dog that gets sicked on me when I jump the gate at this big company is also going to be running the company tomorrow morning. No, that's the dog. That's the dog. That's not the motherfucker that train the dog or feed the dog or house the dog or no. I am under no illusion that Trump is this evil mastermind.
Man.
What Trump is he happened to be the motherfucker that most ignorant people will take the
Yep.
bad news from.
Yep.
That's all the
Watch what happens when President Kardashian takes office.
not gonna happen.
Y'all niggas
Not gonna happen.
is
You
sleep.
Not gonna happen.
It's
You gonna
not-
call her? I'm
That
not
is
saying
not
she
going
won't be in
there.
charge.
It's
I'm not
sleep.
saying she won't be in charge. I guarantee you that
It's
won't
not
be
of
her
America.
name.
It's not of America.
She might be potentate Kardashian or fucking Empress Kardashian, whatever new name they come up with. But the presidency
Yeah, it's
is
gonna be
fucking
done.
over.
Yeah, the presidency.
Watch.
Be
I don't
done.
know what you gonna call her. I'm not saying she ain't gonna be in the front.
Listen, let's not forget who's old girl out of Alaska.
Oh,
Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin.
Random dummy.
Yeah,
Dumb as shit.
absolutely. Dumb as a bag of hammers.
And right over there is Russia. I can see it from my
Yeah.
house.
Not enough.
They cleaned that motherfucker up.
They
Man.
couldn't get enough commoners to follow her.
Are you crazy? Every
Yeah, the only reason that
Boy.
McCain's campaign was anything because
Come on.
of her.
she was more
That
powerful
nigga was
than him.
he was dead in the water before she came on.
Okay, fair enough. I'm dead wrong.
Which is normal, nigga.
Yes. Yes. So what you're saying is that there is a chance
I just said
No.
no.
that
Yeah.
Kim
I'm not saying-
Kardashian
That's what
may
I'm
be
saying.
That's what he's
president.
saying.
I'm saying that.
Because you're coming out and saying
I'm saying it.
that Kim Kardashian may wind up being president.
They
I
not,
disagree.
they're not gonna let somebody
I
that
say
control the banking,
no,
the banking
no, no,
system.
no,
the
no, no,
money.
no. If they need some more foolishness enacted, they may need to put another fool in the front seat.
Right.
Until they can get all of the foolishness enacted.
right, done.
What I am saying
The
is that
foolishness is gonna be done.
front, oh, it's gonna be done.
It's gonna be
the
over with.
front seat
Yep.
is no longer in the next 8 years or
Yeah.
less,
Less.
going
I think
to
it'll be less.
bruh, it's
Yep.
going to be maybe
It's gonna be
even less
less.
than that. The front seat is no longer going to be referred to as the president of the United States.
What will it be
Because
referred to
I
as?
don't know, but we are going to
your grand
undo
worship, your grand worship,
whatever, something.
yeah.
Your
We are
grand
undoing.
cakey. Grand cakey.
Lord
we are
Sith.
undoing
Lord Sith.
the presidency, and we are undoing the United
Yep,
States
that's
in
exactly right. You're
less
absolutely
than
right.
10 years.
You're absolutely
That
right.
is my prediction.
Oh, he's gonna be the Sith Lord.
So something-
President Sith Lord.
Well, all I'm saying is, Jeff,
Mhm.
we got 2 years until the next general election.
Yeah,
So you said within 5 to 10.
yeah.
That's time enough.
For there to be a
Kim
President
Kardashian.
Kardashian. I don't think so.
All right.
I don't think so.
All
And I
I'm
don't have
saying
I
is-
don't have a day planner set up like their day planner, unless they're the only. Okay, here, let me give you this. Fine,
You got 60 seconds.
there will be a president. There will be a President Kardashian if the following conditions are not met. If the foolishness on a certain level is not complete, if we haven't decided to unlock the next door, meaning, is it gonna be a viral attack? Is it gonna be a bomb?
Well, you're right. It's something like that, and the whole republic they're destroying the whole thing because there won't be any more parties because they fucked the whole Republican shit up, and they just say, oh well, the Republican Party is now a cult that follows Trump.
So we should
that's the whole
change the
system
name.
they're fucking up.
We should change the name of this show to reflect Shakespeare when he says the world is a stage
Yeah.
and everyone has a part to
Every
play.
motherfucker playing a part.
That's why I say, hey, to go back to tie it into the beginning, LeBron, get your paper, take care of your family.
But you ain't
Keep-
better than Kobe.
No. Just fuck all that. Fuck all that.
Fuck
I don't
all
give a
that.
fuck who the best.
Now we squabbling over masters scraps again.
Get your money, take care of your people.
Thank you.
Give everybody jobs.
Thank you.
Keep trying to make everybody's life better, make your life better. Don't worry about them little accolades.
That's that bullshit.
Because, listen, an accolade given by an illusion
Man.
is still an illusion.
Illusion. Woo.
I'm just saying.
And they made him buy into doing that because that's what he plays for. Is the accolade? Is the stats?
Hold it the fucking
That's what he
shot.
plays for.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the ZoWhat Morning Show. Our take on today's hottest topics. I know it made not an iota of sense, but that's fine. We're here to cause
Made a little
you
sense.
to think a little bit. We had some facts, very little facts. Don't fact check this show.
The fuck we need facts for? They slow us down.
Right. But we want to keep the conversation going. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back with the next ZoWhat Morning Show next Monday at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Lock it in. Don't miss it. We appreciate everybody for chiming in. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. You'll hear us later on tonight with that episode. Thank you so much, Dad.